Yo, what's good? It's your boy Elijah Connor, and you are listening to Next Level Podcast.
Welcome to Next Level Podcast. But before we get into this amazing interview, I would like to shout out our team: Skyy, creator and executive producer; Emma J, producer; Jeremy Hart, producer and audio; and Swain, videographer. Now, let's enter the Sky Lounge. Listen. We got somebody in the building. We're going to get excited. We're going to have a good time. So welcome to Next Level Podcast, where we bring you the latest in hip-hop culture right here from the Sky Lounge. My name is Ebony Francis, and you already know Next Level Podcast, we bring you the most exclusive interviews with your favorite celebrities. So sit back, relax, and get ready to take it to the next level with my special guest, Elijah Connor.
Yo, what's
Welcome.
good? What's good? What up, though?
How you doing? What up, though?
Yeah, Detroit in the building. Yeah, thank you for having little old me. Appreciate you.
No, thank you for being here.
Absolutely,
We appreciate it.
absolutely.
You look nice.
Thank you.
Got the
swell.
drip down. Thank you.
You swell.
I had to get a little fresh.
I
knew I wanted to match the energy.
Okay, absolutely.
Period. So before we get started, let me let the people know you are a singer,
Yes.
songwriter, viral sensation, reality TV star. You have your new single out, Appetite. Was just in here listening to it. I like to get into the vibes. I love it. The video is fire. Everything's
Appreciate
out right
you.
now. Streaming on
Absolutely.
all platforms. Make sure y'all go get that everywhere.
Absolutely.
So before we start, because I know everybody's wanting to know what's going on, we're going to get into some little spicy questions. Some little different.
I'm yours
Some
tonight.
little different.
Let's go.
All right,
Absolutely.
so random question of the day.
Okay.
What song do you prefer to sing when you are serenading somebody? What's your go-to?
My go-to. I'm gonna take it back. I'll make love to you, boys to men.
Oh.
I'll make love to you. Or Appetite, my joint.
I was thinking that today as I'm thinking. I'm like, this is really like one of those love-making R&B
Yeah, I
back
mean,
in the day.
I feel like it's really no R&B that's really, everybody is hip hop, and you got singers trying to rap, you got rappers trying to sing, and it's like, once you leave the club, or from turning up, when you ready to just chill and take the young lady back to your place, what are you listening to?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Especially
So
today.
this day and age, man. So I'm that playlist. You can listen. You can turn on your boy Elijah.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appetite. That's the song he's singing to serenade the ladies.
Absolutely.
Bravo.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to get right into these questions.
okay.
I know you're from Detroit.
Yes.
What
yes,
up, though?
yes. What up,
D-Town.
though? What up, though? Absolutely.
So, being from Detroit, your parents are doctors.
My mom.
Your mom is a reverend.
My mom is a doctor, and she's like a preacher, missionary, evangelist, reverend. It's all the same. Yeah.
I like it. Yeah. So my question is, how was it growing up in Detroit, being a preacher's kid, kind of?
Oh man, well let me answer the first half of that. So Detroit, what they say about Detroit, if you can make it in Detroit, you can make it anywhere.
I heard that.
You know what I mean? So us Detroiters, we pick where we want to go in the country, and we flourish. You know what I mean? I've been here in the A for going on a year now, and I don't know, us Detroiters come here, and I ain't gonna say take over the A, but we come in and do our thing.
Very comfortable.
Absolutely. But growing up in Detroit, man, it's just something that's grounded in us, where we're able to just. It's a liquor store and a church on every corner.
I hear.
It's a liquor store right across the street from the church. So I mean, I have that balance. I was the PK who snuck across the street to the liquor store. You know what I mean? Don't drink underage, but so I guess to answer your question, I grew up with that balance. Now, was I able to go to prom and all that and homecoming? Technically, no. But did I go? Yes, but I wasn't allowed to go because it was just like you can't have that. No, I'm sorry. I went to prom. I wasn't allowed to go to homecoming. I still went because I snuck out the window. But
right. I mean,
you know, but I mean, it was crazy growing up in a very religious home, and I thank God for my upbringing.
Yeah.
You know, because if you can deal with church people, you can deal with anybody. So, you know, it taught me how to move in this industry, man. You know, so I guess to answer your question, it was good for me. It was great growing up in Detroit, and so much history and so much. Hey, it's Motown.
Right, and Motown brings in that nice R&B. How did you get to the R&B? How did you maneuver from like saying like completely like saying I'm not gonna do gospel, I'm gonna do R&B?
Man, I guess growing up in the church, I saw how a lot of musicians in the church were really appreciated. Not all, but I just saw how, wait a minute, so you mean to tell me I'm up here singing my tail off for 30 minutes and they walking away with $200 to $500? You know what I mean? And I did a talent show. I snuck and did a talent show growing up. And I think I was, maybe 12 or 13.
Wow,
and Mario Winans was one of the judges at the time. And I got up there and sung, I'm trying to remember what I sung. It was an R&B record. And he was like, man, you need to go, you R&B, bro. So at that time, I was like, yo, if I can, because, you know, they used to, in the choir, you know, the church mothers be grabbing your cheeks after church and putting, here go $20, they ball it up and put it in your hand. You know, I'm like, yo, so if I can do this in a church, in the world, I can probably make a killing.
Nice.
You know what I mean? But no, all in all, I just always had that love for music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I also wanted to go outside of the church.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, even the Bible says, go ye out therefore to the nations and teach, right? So, I mean, you still got some people who say, oh man, you singing that devil music. But I mean, I sing about love and sex, but I mean, God is love, right?
God is love.
So, I mean,
that's right.
At the end of the day, I mean, you got to bring a child into this world some way. I doubt that our parents were sitting up listening to what Mahalia Jackson, "Amazing Grace" when they was consummating, right?
Definitely was.
So I'm the soundtrack.
So this is gonna be our level up challenge.
I'm nervous. Let me take a little sip right quick. Okay.
All right, y'all. So that's the sound of our level up challenge, and every time you hear it, there will be a level up challenge that I'm gonna ask you two.
Okay.
And if you surpass, one of your fans is gonna win a special prize. All right.
Bet.
First question: this or that? Saint Laurent or Dirt Busters? You know where I'm going with this.
Yves Saint Laurent.
Yves Saint Laurent, the flyers.
Yeah, the flyers.
Listen, you got some Yves Saint Laurent? You like that?
Yeah, well, you know the YSL.
Fly.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it. All right,
you want
so.
some? You want some?
I mean, where we going?
Well, we got to do dinner first, but okay.
Oh, listen, we're going to get there, man.
Okay. All right.
But no, so you were saying that you was into R&B, right?
Yes,
So
absolutely.
Prince is your cousin.
He
You're
is.
his younger cousin.
Yes.
Did you learn anything from Prince as far as music, or was he like an inspiration as far as like, I'm definitely not doing gospel. I'm going to do what my cousin did. Like, he's a mega superstar out here.
Well, I'm like the last musician left in the family. So the crazy thing is that he would leave my mom and my aunties. He would leave them tickets for a long time, and my mom would never. I didn't find out for a while. She wouldn't really let us go until I turned like 17. But he would always come to Detroit to the Fox and leave tickets, and I was never allowed to go. Mind you, I didn't even know he was leaving them until later on in life.
Wow.
You know, and when I finally went, it was just like to see how he would walk in a room. We would be backstage, and literally, like, he could walk in and literally without even trying, like, control the room, like, not saying a word. And I feel like that's a gift.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that is really a gift to be able to, I mean, I literally saw him in action without even knowing what I was watching. Literally, women's mouths just dropped when he would walk through backstage. I'm like,
I believe it.
now, I ain't gonna wear the heels, You know what I mean?
do
But
anything. That
he
was
literally was walking through like, yo, my boy, what's,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? But he said something to me backstage, to me and my brother and my mom, and he said, whatever you do, make sure you own it. So I've always had that in my mind, and what he said to me was, he said, always sing it like it's your last. I don't care if you're singing in front of 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, or 100,000 people. Give the 10 people the same show you would give in front of 1,000 people or 10,000 people. You know what I mean? So I've always kept that in the back of my mind, and I have this thing where it's like excellence. I'm gonna always give my all. I'd rather be remembered for my last thing that was done in excellence and to just throw anything out there like, yeah, I just dropped this record and I dropped another record 2 weeks later, and it's not, no, quality over quantity any day.
Of course, I totally agree.
You know?
That's amazing. Thank you for that jam.
Absolutely.
Listen, y'all, got Princess Cousin of me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that. So with you getting on the floor, we're going to segue into there because that kind of brings it into like leaving it all on the floor. You sang your ass off.
Man, listen.
Was that your mindset of like, this is how I'm going to just leave it all on the floor. I'm going to do it my way.
Well, the crazy thing is it was so much going on backstage because they didn't even know they didn't even know I was going to wear that.
Oh, wait.
So that's why Diddy was like, tell me about your,
Yes, let's get into the fit because I heard that you didn't want to wear anything that the stylist had for you.
Well, I didn't want to wear anything the stylist had for me. However, I had to move strategically. So it's kind of like going to a photo shoot. Even though they say we're going to have a stylist there, you still need to come with your own shit.
Right, especially if you know how to dress.
Especially because you never know what's going to happen, right?
Right.
So they had me like in all white with some Vans, jeans cuffed, a hat to the back. I'm like, man, I'm from Detroit. There's no way I can go on national TV like this. You know what I mean? So I had to think strategically. So we back in the green room. They feeding us before we go on stage. I'm going to make a plate of spaghetti. Only use one small paper plate, thin paper plate. Instead of doubling it, made sure it fell in my outfit. I was the first one to go up. So literally, you hear Lorianne Gibson running back in the, like, yo, we need to send him to wardrobe. Mind you, we had been there since 5 a.m. By this time, it's 3 p.m. So wardrobe can only be on set. How's it go? I think it's called Union. They can only be on set for a certain amount of time. So they had already left.
Oh, okay.
So they were like, well, he just has to put on whatever he brought. We'll see him on stage. Perfect. So went back in the dressing room, changed. They didn't see me till I literally came on stage. That's why Diddy was like, tell me about your ensemble, my brother.
What are you wearing,
because
my boy?
they felt like, okay, you are up here like you already made it. You know what I mean? Everybody was supposed to be just relaxed, and I'm like, man, I'm from Detroit. I'm going up here like I'm already a winner, whether I win the show or not. You know what I mean? So I didn't win the show, but
I mean, you went
I won the
viral
show.
Because
can you tell me who won?
I can't.
Nobody
I didn't even watch the show, but I know
Absolutely.
that damn meme. I remember seeing it like, whose man's is this and what show is this? I didn't even have to watch the show because by that time it's over. You didn't make it through, so it was like, all right, bet. There's no point in watching it, but you did go viral. It kind of changed your.
Oh, I mean, it literally changed my life.
I saw you said as soon as you got off stage, like
overnight, it literally changed my life to the point where I know that was God. God, everybody thinks that, oh man, I don't like Diddy. No, I salute Diddy because at the end of the day, and the crazy thing is I actually saw him at the Revolt conference right before the pandemic. Oh. They had the Revolt here in Atlanta. I wasn't living here yet, but.
Was this last year?
No, it was right before was it last year?
Or 2020? I might have been there.
Anyway, so we had literally ended up redoing like the whole stare down. It was crazy. And I was like, yo, I thought you hated me, bro. He was like, man, I salute you, man, because you was able to take this and make the shit go viral. And he was like, I knew I had to get you off that show because had you won the show, those situations never work out the best for the winner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's really about what you do with the platform. And so, like I said, that was God how everything worked out because I'm sitting here with you today.
Right.
So.
Period. I love to see it. And also, you know Carlos King, right?
Yeah.
How do you know Carlos King? Because I heard that he got you the audition for the show.
Carlos. So I'm good friends with his sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And Jazzy Bell, shout out to her. And Carlos basically, and the crazy thing is I was working at a plant in Detroit. You know, Detroit is known for the GMs, Chryslers, and Ford. And at the time, I had a record going on the radio on JLB with T Grizzly, and it was going crazy. Really? So when he had called me about it, he was like, hey, man, Diddy's looking for somebody from Detroit. So they want like one of the hottest artists from Detroit, and I thought of you. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna do the show, man, because if I don't do the show, it may kill my street cred as an artist. You know what I mean? If I don't win. Right. He was like, man, I think you should do the show. So I did the show, and literally, it just.
It's history.
The rest is history.
A billion impressions. You are in the phone. You are on the iPhone with the gifts.
Yeah, I know it's like over like 900 million. It went crazy to a point where a lot of people don't know that the meme actually went viral in South Africa first. And then I think Will Smith posted it. Big, major. Made it huge. And then Ellen DeGeneres talked about it the next day. And then South Africa, it just went crazy. Wow. It just went crazy. So, I mean, literally, it's really what you do with the platform, to the point of a lot of people think it's really about winning, and it's not. I was told no, but I chose to look at no as, what's no backwards?
New opportunities is what you said.
Absolutely. I just added something else to it too, though.
What?
No backwards is on.
Right.
So
I love how you do it. Yeah. Like, you're not a loser, you're a winner.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. So I took an L and turned it into a W. You know what I mean? I looked as no as new opportunity, to the point where, okay, I just kept it moving, and because I was standing there like, man, I should just cuss out everybody right now.
But then, I'm happy you didn't, because honestly,
I would have been black.
I only saw that part, but when you said, "Can I say something?"
Literally, when I said, "Can I say something?" I'm standing there
I was like, "Oh, I wonder what he's gonna say."
It was God, because it was literally the devil on my left shoulder. And God tapping me like, Elijah, just walk away, thank him. Right. And I'm glad that I did that. You know what I mean? Fergie looked surprised. Khaled looked surprised. And I think it's because how I walked away, you know. I think that's why I'm getting the blessings that I'm getting right now in my life. Because
being able to think before you speak.
Absolutely.
Every action has a reaction. You know what I'm saying?
That. Absolutely.
You're going to get where you're going regardless.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Absolutely.
But speaking of, you going viral. You had all eyes on you. Probably still do to this day. So my other question is, what them DMs looking like? Who's sliding in your DMs? Is Elijah kind of taken, single, searching? Let us know. What's up?
I ain't gonna say that. It's some of your favorite actresses, and they in the DMs. They in the DMs.
You see yourself dating somebody in the industry?
I want a regular girl.
What's regular? Like, okay, she could be really busy at the hospital. Like, what's regular?
I don't want a girl in the. I won't say I don't want a girl in the
industry.
Okay, so I won't say I don't want a girl in the industry, but I appreciate someone who's going to be home when I get home.
Oh, that's nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so, getting married eventually, you know what I mean? And literally settling down, because I'm a party boy. You know what I mean?
You got the vibe. Like, I just came from Dubai. I'm on my way to the Maldives. Just touched down in Miami. Where we going?
So, I mean, I feel like you can't help who you like, but if I had to choose, she would just be like a regular chilling 9 to 5
just
girl.
gotta treat her right. You know what
I
I'm saying?
mean? Like,
give her that good
RN or something. It's like I'm playing.
RN.
RN.
You never be home. What do you mean?
It was a joke, because I literally just saw a meme. I literally just saw a meme about like the RN girl, how they it's an inside joke.
She ain't never gonna be home. Y'all both gonna be sitting around. So
no, but if I'm on the road, like I don't want to come off the road and my girl is shooting a movie. However, I'm not against that, but I feel like I want the balance.
Well, you could have you a girl, you could serenade her, you can sing Appetite to her, which by the way is streaming on all platforms. Make sure you go pick that up.
Make sure you go streaming and download. You heard?
So what was the inspiration for that song? Obviously love and, serenading your woman, but who'd you work with on that song? What was the inspiration?
Absolutely. I worked with this one cat named Freddie, as well as Madison, and they did some stuff where, like, man, Tank and some other people, and I actually recorded the record a while ago.
Okay.
And you know, a lot of times what we think may be old to us, is fresh to the world.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
So I revisited the record
Exactly.
and made some changes, and you know, I was like, I want to do this, and literally I knew it was the time to drop the record. I hadn't dropped music in a minute, and you know, it was just time, you know. So I dropped it and it went crazy.
It's dope.
You know, performed it on the show. And it
Grown
hit
gospel.
like groaning gospel. We're gonna get into that.
Groaning gospel. We're gonna get into it right now. So since it's on there.
So independent, and it hit like number 2 on the R&B iTunes charts, and it did really good. Like, and that's really without even a push.
Congratulations.
I appreciate that.
Congratulations, because independent artists, you know, y'all doing your thing out here. Y'all kind of are y'all neck and neck with everybody else, because right now it's all about streams, it's all about social media, it's all about having that following, and you definitely have that following. So
I appreciate that.
On the show, everybody's related to somebody that's within music. Yeah. Everybody's related to an artist or something. Are you related to a gospel artist as well, or is it just because like your mom's?
I'm not related to a gospel artist.
Okay.
However, the people I grew up with, who else is on the show, like Tasha Page Lockhart, her mom and dad her dad was in commission, and her mom was one of the lead singers of like Witness, you know. Dorinda Clark Cole, her daughter from the Clark sisters, Breanne Hammond, Fred Hammond's daughter.
Yes.
You know, so I mean, it was
nice
more
lineup there.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you enjoy it? Did y'all have a good time? Are y'all doing season 2?
Oh man.
I
definitely. Next question.
Next question. We are doing our
okay,
level up challenge. We're on to question number 2. You ready?
Absolutely.
All right, challenge number 2. What would the devil on your left shoulder say to Diddy? I'm sorry.
Do I want to answer that politically correct, or?
What would Elijah had said? With love.
To Diddy.
To Diddy.
If you want somebody who's not going to be all in your videos and dancing, come on over and sign the death row. But no, probably like, you know what? I don't even want to be on Bad Boy anyway. You know, you know what? The way I move, I probably would have just saluted Diddy like I did, you know, because I mean, at the end of the day, like, he's, you know, Diddy, he moves around in culture, you know what I mean? So, man, it's all love, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I probably would have just, because, I mean, I think it's just, at the end of the day, confidence, you know what I mean? This is the same guy who told Miguel he wasn't going to make it. Yeah, do your homework. He said Drake wasn't going to make it, you know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, you know.
He's still the type of guy, maybe he
I'm
knows,
the type of guy, I'm the type where I can show you better than I can tell you, you know what I mean? So, whether it was the devil, God, or me just talking, I probably would just been like, all right, I'll see you at the top. Like I said on the show, appreciate you, I'll see you at the top.
Well, you did good. You did amazing. You handled it with grace.
Appreciate
you got your
that.
show out right now. You got Grown in Gospel out.
Yes, on We
It's
TV.
there. Y'all doing it. I like the show. It's funny. It's entertaining. You a little petty. You did throw Bree's shoes out.
You know.
We ain't gonna get into it, but y'all gotta tune in to see
You
what
gotta
we talking
watch
about.
the
Y'all
show.
gotta tune in.
We TV is also streaming on All Black. You know, my back
on
still
Prime.
hurts right now from carrying the show the whole first season. My back still hurts.
Wow.
Because I literally carried the show.
Listen. We rock with him. He got a good heart.
I mean, take me away from the show. What you got?
Say it with love. You know what I'm saying? You got the confidence. You're building with it. And as long as you stay winning, as long as you can prove that you're really that guy, what can anybody really say about you?
I mean, listen, I'm proud of Breanne. You know, go stream her record. I think she released a record called what?
Go stream Breanne's record. I'm sure it's amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. Let the people know where they can find you, where they can keep up with you, and what you got coming on next.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, follow your boy on Instagram. That's Elijah, Elijah. I thought I'd spell that out for those who don't read the Bible. I'm the one who went up in the chariot. Not Elisha, Elijah. Connor, Connor, on all social media. And please drop your information.
Yes, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at Ebony Francis. That's Ebony with a Y. Francis with an I.
I thought it would have been Eboni.
Definitely not.
E.
It's the one in the dictionary.
Oh, okay, the magazine.
The color.
All right,
the
got
magazine.
It. All
Yes,
right,
Francis with an I.
Okay, absolutely.
Thank you for stopping by.
Listen, thank you for
having me. I like this.
me.
I can keep up. I got thick
Absolutely.
skin. You know, you helping me. You helping me help you.
We about to pop this one?
We're about to pop that.
Okay, Bel Air.
Yes, get the Bel Air popping.
Hey,
listen, everybody. Make sure y'all go stream Appetite. Streaming on all platforms right now.
Bel Air, I need a brand endorsement.
I was going to say the same thing. Yeah. I was going to write, shout out to Bel Air.
Shout out to Ruben, too. You know, if anybody can make it happen, he can.
Shout out to Bel Air.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all go like, comment, and subscribe. Stay locked in with me.
Stay locked in. Stay locked in.
I'm bringing you all the vibes. Absolutely. We have Elijah Connor in the Sky Lounge.
Let's go.
Peace. And as always, stay safe. Peace.